Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, go and hit the subscribe button. I know it's really cheeky to ask before you've even checked out the video, but I'm going to be cheeky. It really helps me out. It helps the channel grow and it helps get this video in front of other guys who, like you, might benefit from the information contained within. So hit the subscribe button and let's get into the video. So today, it's just a really quick video. I just want to go through what you can see on the screen here, which is a challenge I think that a lot of us guys really struggle with, which is never feeling the satisfaction of where we are and what we've accomplished, and always striving for the ideal, striving for, whether it's earning $1 million or getting ripped at the gym or having the perfect girlfriend or wife, whatever it is, we set these lofty goals for ourselves, which I think, by the way, is good. I think we should set high standards for ourselves and for our lives and what we want out of life, because ultimately that's how we make progress. But at the same time, when we are constantly measuring ourselves by how far away we are from our ideal, then we're never feeling a sense of satisfaction. And that's causing us a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of feelings of unworthiness. And it's just not a great way to go through life, because the problem is that the way we're designed as human beings is that no matter what we achieve, we adapt and adjust to that as the new normal. So even if you set, for example, your ideal is earn $1 million, when you get to that point, you are so likely to then move the goalposts. You'll adapt to being a millionaire and you'll say, okay, well, now I need to earn 2 million or 5 million. And you switch from that sense of satisfaction in the moment. The moment you feel that sense of accomplishment is also the same moment where you adjust your ideal. And if that's what your entire life is made out of, then you're going to be miserable the vast majority of your life. And I wanted to create this video just as a way of giving some tips into how we can better set those goals, but also feel a sense of satisfaction and a sense of being enough in what we've currently accomplished. So, I mean, you take this video, this picture here. Here's you beautiful human being, you lucky guy, and whatever you've done in life, you've accomplished a lot. Now, the problem is, and if you're like me, you think, well, I haven't accomplished enough. And that might be true, but you don't want to get into a pattern of thinking that no matter what you do, it's never enough. What you've accomplished so far is incredible. And when we can start to recognize that and appreciate where we are and what we've accomplished so far, it's actually going to help drive us forward. Because when you're in a state of, so let's say you're working towards an ideal and you're uncomfortable and dissatisfied with where you are, that search for the ideal, what you're actually doing is you're telling yourself that what you have and who you are right now is not enough, right? It's not enough, which is a scarcity mindset. You're thinking like, I don't have enough. It's a fearful mindset. And it's very hard to be creative and to manifest the things that you want in life when you are in a state of scarcity, when you're in a fearful mindset. So it's really important, I think, for us as guys to, especially if we want to, enjoy the life we're living as well as accomplishing great things, to get into that state where we can appreciate what we've accomplished. Because here's the thing, you will have accomplished your ideal at some point. It's likely that the life you're leading right now is the life that you dreamt of 5 or 10 years ago. Especially if you consider, what you wanted when you were a child, and you think, oh, I want to have enough money to, I don't know, buy the new phone or the new laptop, whatever it was. You set these lofty goals for where you were in life at that point, and you've got them now, and yet it's not enough. So constantly measuring ourselves by how far away we are from the ideal that continuously moves as we move closer to it is a poor strategy. What you want to do instead is to look at measure yourself by how far you've come. Measure yourself by how far you've come, what you've accomplished, and be appreciative and grateful for the life that you currently live, because you are living your ideal. So I just wanted to give a couple of little strategies, little methods that we can use to start to feel a little bit better about where we are, what we're doing at the moment, and that will ultimately help us to accomplish our goal or goals. So it's really important to change what you track. Instead of measuring, did I get 1,000 followers? Measure, well, did you post? Did you do your outreach? Did you interact? What are the things that are within your control that you can measure to say, okay, I've made progress here? And it's irrelevant as to, what the results are from that, because as long as you're putting in the work and you're doing whatever it is that you need to be doing in order to achieve your ideal, it will come about. But by doing it this way, you're not going to be miserable the whole time, which is a pretty good benefit if you ask me. And the other thing is, of course, to focus on what you currently have, not what you're still wanting to get. The reason for this is that when we appreciate everything that we have, when we're grateful for what we have, when we notice the amazing things that we have in our lives, what you're doing is you're training your brain, you're training your perception to notice those good things. And the way our brains work, the way we have what's called the RAC, the reticular activating system in our brains, which spot things that are important to us. And so when you train yourself to see everything that you have as being important to you, then your brain is able to then also spot other things, other opportunities that are important and good for you. And that means that you're much more likely to attract, I say attract, but really it's spot things that are going to move you towards your goal when you are already trained to appreciate and acknowledge the things that you do have. So it's a really powerful tool. And then, of course, it's also about focusing on the process is more important than the results, because the way our dopamine system works is we feel good when we're working towards something. And you also feel good when you are rewarded with the result, but that's very fleeting. Like I said, you adapt to that and then you've got to start working towards the next thing. So focus on the process as being what you're aiming at, right? It's not about aiming at the result. It's about enjoying being involved with and loving the process, because then you get all of the benefits of working towards a successful business, for example, but you also get all of the benefits of being present in what you're doing. And all I can say is I encourage you to try and take that approach in your life. This is something that I'm actively working to apply in my life as well. And since doing it, or when I'm consistent with that process, I just feel in so much of a better state of mind, and it really helps to then get those tasks done that I want to get done, because I'm not focused on the end result, but I'm really just focused on the task at hand. And if you want help with that, by the way, check out the link in my description. I have a free men's community for entrepreneurial minds. If you want to have support in training your brain to focus on opportunities, to learn the skills to be more successful in your business, in your life, then join the free community. We'd love to have you on board and be around a supportive network, basically. So check out that in my bio, in my description, and I'll see you there. All right. Peace.